So recording now. Good luck. I'm going to do DBM pull 180. Deafen on Discord and reveal the board.
Can I click to reveal? Okay.
Yep, make sure you deafen on Discord, mate. So click the little headphone button at the bottom left of Discord, Jopsky.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. They're deafened. So let me get while I get my music on for Grizzly Hills. What do we think of this? What do we think of this board, Wars?
Let me take a gander at this. Give me 15 seconds to analyze, okay?
No, while you're doing that, don't worry. I've been advised by a few other players that have watched some recordings that I should probably go over it and just go through all the squares anyway. So I'm going to do that. So top left, sorry, we got Petticore Hound and then Kill It. We've got Kill Barrack, Kodabane, and Bestlif, and Brewmaster Doran. We've got Use an Item and Item You Loot. Cry at the Beaten Corpse and Kill Baron Longshore. Moon Don Carlos, a very popular favourite one right there by the board. Dance on an Airplane. Stand in front of a painting and Whoa, Not in a City. Change that one a little bit. Punch a 70 mob to death. Spell Bingo, first letter on items in bag. That's always a interesting one to see how that's done. Again, I do have to change that one actually because of you Warriors last game. Create a campfire and cook an item. Kill a boss in Wailing Cannons, not Crash. Use Jumpatron 4000 to reach the nest. Again, I know you have to complete the pre-quest, but I like the square. I want to keep it in the game. If people are really wanting to make sure that they're prepared, they can go do the pre-quest. Stand in front of Bab at the lighthouse and hug. That is the center square right there. Walk through 2 times Nightmare or Emerald Dream portals. Get a random player to kill a mob for you. Change that one slightly after what you said, Warriors, to make it a little bit more easy to do. Ride the Deep Rum Tram all the way. Ride Zeppelin. Acquire large venom sacks. Kill Falcon Crest and buy an item from Deneb Walker. Loot a pair of ivory tusks, and then for the final row we got Loot Scroll, pick up 3 glow caps, kill Cookie and Crash, which some synergy there. Travel through a dark portal, loot an obsidian warbead and Arakoa feather and unidentified plant. So what are we thinking of this board, Wash? Run me through your thoughts.
Before I do, I want to say your mic is sort of lagging in Discord, but for your recording it probably doesn't matter too much.
Okay.
It's kind of I think this board has a bit of all. It has some easy tasks, it has some medium tasks, it has some hard tasks. And by hard tasks, I don't necessarily mean hard to achieve, even though punch a 70 mob to death is borderline impossible for everyone who isn't a paladin. But yeah, it's like I'm more so talking about things that are fast to do and things that take some planning to do, or like you have to use efficient routing to get the most value out of these squares. Yeah. I can't see any obvious bingo lines here, honestly. Not a single line is appealing to me. Maybe row 2, but then that is hard blocked by punch a 70 mob to death, which I don't think is even possible unless you're a paladin. So
why
it's gonna be a battle of points.
Do you think that needs changing? Sorry, just because I want to talk about the topic that you're talking about. So you said punch a 70 mob to death. You're saying that's literally impossible, and that sort of maybe needs changing. Is that right?
Yes, because you cannot, like, when you so with saying punch, I'm imagining you want the whole damage to be dealt by like not using your weapon, so you could use like Holy Paladin seals, but no spells. But yeah, like for reference, beating a 63 Spore Bat with a level 50-ish damage fishing pole was also impossible with every bit of gear on that I had. So I imagine punching is like even more impossible in that sense. I don't think it's a doable square.
Well, it's good that you said that, because that is something that obviously I can look into and I can change. There's too many events to literally test everything out, unfortunately, with the time that I have personally. I just sort of make them and see what happens. So where do we think Jopsy's going? Obviously, we know that Jen is actually getting the Arakoa feather right here. So what do we think that Jopsky's currently doing?
He's gonna look to pick up 3 glow caps He is now batting towards Orebor. He's doing what he knows. Oh my god, he actually looted a scroll. That was an
That is insane.
incredible snipe. So yeah, scrolls are tough to find, and he didn't necessarily focus on the scrolls there, but he got rewarded. That's a huge tempo like shift immediately off the bat.
Why
Jopsky's
is he
gonna
still
make his
here?
way to the glow caps. Did he get the feather?
Yeah.
He got the feather. Let's see. Oh, you know why he's here? I'm gonna tell you. There
He
it
wants
is.
an N.
He's hovering. He got. Yep, there we go. He got the bingo. Oh my goodness gracious! A new route for bingo that is not in Stormwind. That is impressive work.
That is incredible. Yeah, yeah. Because I was wondering if he was after
Another
scroll, dude. Is this the place to come?
Lucky. We actually scouted this, and he's just getting lucky. There's no like reliable scroll droppers, I think.
That's why I love that square.
Yep, it's a wild card square for sure. But Jenariz is off to a flying start, and look at that possible diagonal bingo line. I don't think Jenariz is gonna go for it. I think he has a set plan of going for points, but Jopsky doesn't know that. He's a first timer playing this game, and he might start panicking a bit if, for some reason, Jenariz starts getting more in that diagonal. But odds are he's not gonna ride at Zeppelin or go to Dustwallow Marsh or Jenariz anytime soon, right? Jopsky picking up his first glow cap, his second actually. He needs one more to get himself on the board.
I think when you get yourself on the board, obviously you was playing this game before me, never playing it. I think that's quite a good feeling knowing that you've actually got a square. I mean, tell me, in your game, obviously you won it by quite a large margin. Obviously you've been practicing, and I think Wolf was a little bit unfortunate with his games, with getting sniped and such. So, but talk me through, like, what's it like in a player's mind playing this game without knowing what the other person's doing? How do you feel?
So it's stressful in the sense that I imagine if you're losing, right? If you're behind on tempo and you're not sure what the enemy is doing, you run the risk of getting sniped. If you commit to a path only to find out that you're gonna fall further behind because the other person is doing said things, that might be game losing. So I can imagine that it's nerve-wracking trying to path efficiently while avoiding some of the pitfalls of Bingo Brawlers.
Do you not think that Jen's making a mistake here by not using one of the scrolls? Because use an item you lose is literally a square.
Yes, he is making that mistake. But in the heat of the moment, that's something that can easily be overlooked, something that I would have probably overlooked as well. He found a painting here, so that's going to be another point on the board.
Love that. It
painting outside of a city.
I'm glad it's not, by the way. Like, I'm really glad that Jen hasn't clocked the use an item, because I think that would really demotivate Jopsky. So, in interest of making this as close as possible, I'm so glad he's missed that.
Yeah. Or maybe he's hiding it. You know how you propose sometimes hiding things? Maybe he's hiding it.
That's interesting.
Nah, he's probably just overlooked it.
So where's Jen going here?
For sure.
Did we see where he pathed?
Yeah, he's batting towards Shatrat, because I think as we looked at this board, there's not a lot of outland stuff to be done anymore. I don't think he was actually going for the Arakoa Feather at all. I don't think he's interested in going for the Obsidian War Beads.
There you go. He's trying to do it.
Unidentified.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's gonna go for. Oh, yeah, he figured that. Yeah, yep, he got
Don't use that one. Use the intellect one. It's worthless.
But yeah, he's gonna get another point. He's gonna pat towards Stormwind and then get those. Tracking on those.
That's brilliant. He's trying to get out.
He's stressed. Oh my god, he's stressing so hard that Jopsky might find something.
Oh, he doesn't know. Please don't use that one. Please use the intellect one, because it's worth like 3 gold less.
Oh yeah.
Yes. No.
But winning the Bingo Brawlers is worth a lot more.
Yeah, I suppose no, use the strength one. Oh no, it hurts myself.
There we go. Beefed up boy.
Okay, so it looks like he's going out of the city and maybe towards. I'm looking here, maybe towards Obsidian Bee's identified plan, maybe because he's already got the Arrow feather. There's a lot to do here in Outland. I don't think you rush to Azeroth. No, you definitely don't.
Yeah, he must be going for the unidentified. Then, question is, will he go all the way to Nagran for the Obsidian Warbeats, or has he figured out if the ogres on top of Shattrath do they actually drop those Warbeats?
Oh, that's a good question. I have no idea. I've not tested that, but I know exactly the ones you're on about.
Yeah, me neither.
What do we think Jopsy is doing? Back to Shatra.
Jopsky is batting. Yeah, I think he's batting to Shattrath. From there, he actually dragged his staff to his inventory. Let me see if I can actually
He's
see
gonna
what
do
staff
punch a
he's
mob
currently wielding.
to death. So,
Yeah, that's gonna be ambitious. That's gonna need that scroll of strength for sure.
so would you think it would be fair to count unarmed, as in like literally like a fist weapon, in that situation?
No,
I mean,
it's
he can't
too
equip one, but
ambiguous, right? And yeah, some classes can't like equip it at all. It's still up for interpretation, I would say. I don't know. Not in the spirit of competition. But yeah, he's actually he unequipped his staff of infinite mysteries. So
yeah,
that's not a part of bingo. So he hasn't misunderstood any rules. I think he's legit just going to try and find some punching angles here.
the issue there is
But
70 mob.
where is
Like,
he flying to?
is he
Yeah, he's
flying to?
going to Shadow Moon. Yeah, he's
Because you
gonna find that 70 mob.
you could find a core hound and try and kill it with your fists, and therefore you're doing 2 squares in 1.
Yeah, true.
That would be quite smart. I just feel
But
like, go on.
the core hounds in Shadowmoon Valley tend to be level 69, the spawns of Uvuros.
Yeah,
I don't believe they are level 70.
maybe not. I'm not sure. I no idea. I mean, looking at this square though, obviously there are a few new ones here that you've never seen before, Warriors. So we got Kill Cookie and Fresh. That's a new one that I added today. How do you feel about that square? Do you think it's too much of a time sink? Do you think that's something that people would go for depending on the board?
Yeah, so it's one of those. Like, you have obvious squares. You have synergy squares, and you have hard avoid squares in my mind. And the only thing that justifies in my mind that square might be like synergy squares. I think if you have like Deadmine stuff and Wailing Cavern stuff, then that's a really good like bingo point basically, or whatever you say. But in and of itself, without synergy, it's not something that I would go for myself.
Sorry, my bad. No, I think Jopsky here, obviously never playing the game before, has missed a few easy, quick ones that I feel like Jen has got the experience behind him because obviously he's played before. He's obviously seen most games as well, and he's learned that getting glow caps, getting obviously the 70 mob to death is good, but putting that pressure on your opponent is almost better because obviously if you get these quick, easy squares quickly, it really makes your opponent sort of struggle in that situation to think of a plan and come up with a solution to basically win. So it's a difficult one for Jopsky at this moment in time. Let's just call this first game. He's currently 5-1. It's not over by any means. I always say that a lot. He is, by the looks of things, looking for that core hound or just a level 70 maybe. But he is going for these longer squares, which I think is a bit of a mistake.
Yeah, it's beginner's trial and error basically, and he's gonna take at least some learning experiences from this game. Seeing what the analyst is doing will give him some information.
Yeah.
About how he might want to approach the next game. But yeah, Jenariz has such crazy tempo. He actually got to pair the loot a pair of ivory tusks with the whole Obsidian Warbead Araka Feather unidentified plant. So it's definitely, he has a plan, and he's gonna wrap this all up by using Jumpatron 4000.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, he's gonna make his way to Stormwind, I would imagine.
Okay, so you feel like he's got a route in mind that he's going to take, by the sounds of things.
Yeah, a really strong one as well. Like I predicted that he was going to go Stormwind pretty fast, but he has a very, very efficient Outlands route here. Jopsky is trying to punch the guy to death, and you'll see how that's going to pan out here. Not good. He's getting parried afterwards. Oh no, Jopsky! Oh, Jenariz is getting kind of manhandled in this.
I mean, I'm so sorry, Jopsky.
Craig.
If it's impossible to do, and I've set Jopsky up to do it, I am so sorry, my dude.
Yeah, at least for a warrior. I think it's only Holy Paladins who can beat them.
I haven't looked into the level 70 killing with punches, but aren't there like weak level 70 mobs?
Yeah,
like
there are.
Or
yeah,
mobs,
imp minions and whatnot, but yeah, those are kind of tough to find as well.
But poor Jopsky, he's testing it out for us right now, bless him. And I feel terrible for it, slightly, to be honest. I wish it was gendered because he's winning, but...
Yeah, this is. Jopsky's gathering the data, as they say. Okay, he got the Obsidian Warbead,
yeah,
and now he's making his way to the Jumpatron. We'll see if he actually remembers the lineup for the trampoline or not.
The Jopsky is
there's a specific lineup
on that.
Yep, he's pivoting to a core hound, I would say now.
Good, smart move.
If he's aware of the. No, he's actually not. He is foregoing the core hound. I don't think he realizes that there is a core hound. He's going for the flight path, and he's eyeing the dark portal. So he's going to try to fly to dark portal. But that is going to be a mistake if he uses the flight path, because it paths all the way through Shatrat instead of just using the 60% mount to fly over the twisting nether. So we'll see if he actually goes for it. Okay, so he picks up the flight path option. So now he has time for a chat, I suppose.
Okay, let's bring him in, because obviously right now it could be quite demotivated. I know Jen's your friend, mate, but let's try and give him some words of encouragement, yeah? So, Jopsky... He's...
Yeah? Did I do something wrong?
No. We like to do this. Every now and then we'll pull the player in for a chat if they're on like a flight path or something. Right now, first game for you, mate. Just learn, figure out a plan for the next game. That would be
Yeah. I'm trying.
So, obviously, at this moment in time, what's your plan? Like, what are you going for?
I'm trying to. Okay, I have a plan. Get to the dark portal. Okay.
Yep.
Then I will try to go to Stormwind, take a deep right tram. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
Okay. Then I'll try to create a campfire and cook item. And then my plan is to go to the calling door and try things there. For example,
what I would say...
Where was this shit? Yeah?
Just focus on, like, obviously it's good that you got a path and keep that, but just see how it goes as it goes. Obviously, always adapt. You're adapting right now, and I love that, okay? This is what this game's all about. How does it feel playing the game? Are you having a bit of... I know, obviously, you're losing at the moment, 6-1, but taking that away completely, you having fun?
It's not over until it's over. What can I say?
Love that. Good attitude.
Well,
I like the
Just the other day, I watched some Champions League finals from 2007, Milan versus Liverpool. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So, Warriors as a champion, do you have any words of advice, any words of encouragement during this time without giving anything away?
I don't think he needs any words of encouragement because he has a plan set up. He's routing in his mind and he's adapting. That's all he needs. Honestly, good shit.
Yeah,
Keep
good
on.
job.
Yeah, I just I wanted to do punch a 70 mob to death, but that's not going to happen until the end of the fucking.
So you were
It's too late.
you were a guinea pig, and it seems like that might be a little bit impossible. So, thanks for that. Thanks for trying it out. I have already edited that square, by the way, because of what happened with you. So, but no, keep it up, mate. Good luck. Obviously, you're coming up to the end of your flight pass, so just keep the chin up, keep a plan, and see how this goes. It's not over till it's over, yeah?
Yeah.
All
Good
right,
luck.
mate. Put yourself on deafen.
Thank you. Muting.
Love that.
He's got a plan. He's sticking to his guns.
love that
Jenariz
he
finally got
shifted.
his trampoline jumps done.
Yeah, Jen died 3 times.
I was trying to hold back my laughter here. Yeah.
Me too, mate. Honestly, I'm trying to interview someone while someone else is dying. It's just brilliant. He got it in the end, though, so fair play to him.
Now, my guess is that we're gonna finally see Jenariz path towards Shatrat, or possibly even the Dark Portal. We'll see what his options. Yeah, he's gonna pick Shatrat here, and I think that is the correct choice, just because there is very little near the Dark Portal. So when you get to Blasted Lands, you cannot have nothing to do there. Whereas going to Shatrat, porting to Stormwind Fast gives you.
Oh,
Hey,
I'm
Jen.
sorry for interrupting you. I
No,
just
it's
thought
okay, mate.
unused.
No, I'd rather you say hello, just so we know you're here. Obviously, as
Yeah,
people
exactly.
on flight paths, obviously, I just want to make sure.
Yeah. I wanted to say as soon as possible because I heard Varus
Exactly.
actually talking about what I could be doing.
So 7-1 at the moment. You're off to a flying start, mate. I mean, well done. You're doing so well. What's your plan? Like, tell me what you're currently doing.
I think I'm going to go for Stormwind,
Okay.
create a campfire cooking item, and get the large venom sacks.
Yep.
And then probably go for an either I will go to Ironforge to get the airplane and deep ram tram,
Oh, nice. Okay.
or I could either go and take the Dark Portal also, but I don't think I am going to go for that for now. I think I'm going to do a lot of other things before I go there, and if I go for the Dark Portal, then I'm going to go for the Core Hunt, but I think that's going to be for the later stages of the game.
Well, I know you're landing right now, so obviously I don't want to keep too long, but quick one. Where do you think Jopsky is? What do you think he's up to?
To be honest, I have no idea.
Go on, give me your
The
best
only
guess.
info I have is the glow caps. After glow caps, he probably tried to get the Obsidian War Beads, Araqua, and I got them. Well, I see that he traveled through the Dark Portal, so he went through Hellfire. So he's at Blasted Land.
Who is this guy?
What the fuck?
Holy.
So obviously seeing that he's in Blasted Land, what do you think his plan is?
Maybe he'll go for the large venom sacks. Maybe he'll do something insane and go for cookie and cream. No, I don't think he's going to. Maybe he'll get the large venom sack. Maybe he'll make some food.
Mhm.
It's tough to say at this point.
Well, I've just seen that you picked up obviously the equipment to create a campfire. So good
Yeah.
luck, mate. Obviously, I'll let you go. I want to make sure that you're concentrating. So off to a flying start, 7-2 at the moment. Keep it going. Good luck.
Hey, before I go, what did you think about my jumping? Very smooth.
Oh, mate. Honestly, love that. We were interviewing Jopsky at the time, and we were trying not to laugh. So, thanks for the entertainment, mate.
Yeah. Oh, it's chilling. Yeah, I'll mute now.
Take
Good
care,
luck.
mate. Love that guy. So 7-2. It's a steep climb for Jopsky, but I think there's a lot to learn from this game. Again, Jenariz took first game against Typical, and then lost the last two. So it's never over. He is going for the cooking right now and the correct campfire. He's just killed a wolf. He's trying to get the wolf meat as well as killing the spiders. So that's 2 and 1 squares. So he's going for is obviously 2 and 1.
Your Discord microphone is lagging.
Takes him to 9. Hopefully it's not lagging when I'm recording. But I mean, how do we feel about this? After he's done this, where do you think he's going after that? I mean, you've got obviously the deep run tram, as he mentioned, which takes him to the airplane. He's got a very good path, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has like a lot of options. Post that he can kind of finish up in northern eastern kingdoms, and yeah, I think this is one of those games where we're just gonna enjoy the ride. It's pretty much settled already, respectfully. But that being said, I wouldn't even mention. I would not necessarily mention forfeiting or anything like that to Jopsky. Just let him kind of cook and find his footing in this game, and just ride it out. It's what I would probably say here.
Give Jopsky some advice if he's watching this back. What would it be?
Honestly, it's hard to give advice in this game because the best advice is like playing the game right now. He's getting the best advice from himself, trying things out, seeing what's what. But TLDR of just advice in general is that go for easy tasks, map out easy tasks, and go from there. Okay, Jenariz is doing a social task. He's trying to get someone to kill a mob for them.
These two are probably in party.
And he's being a quest giver even.
I love that.
Well, he's in the right zone for it.
Oh,
What?
let's
Big
see.
bucks.
5 gold.
Yep.
Has he even got 5 gold?
Yeah, probably. He hasn't spent any gold except fight pass. Maybe he's scamming them.
Sure.
I always wanted to see this task play out.
Yes. Jenariz is not in a rush. As the foul beast falls.
I love that. He didn't say 5 gold each. To be fair, they can share that.
So he can split them.
This random guy just gets asked to kill a mob for 5 gold. He's like, okay.
Love that. Yeah, that was a whole ass quest. They're left so confused, but 5 gold richer.
So if anyone doesn't know what happened there, because the screen's quite tiny, Jenariz walked up to 2 random players, quite low level, said, "Oh, I have a quest for you. These boars have been pillaging my land. If you kill them for me, I will give you 5 gold." They asked Princess. He said no, and he pointed at a random level I don't know 6-7 boar, and they both went to town on it and killed it, and he gave them 5 gold. So really well played. He's now going to check on his gardens now to make sure that the boar has not done any more damage. But I love that. That is absolutely brilliant. Well played, Jenariz.
Yeah. Oh, look at them both. They're both in Duskwood currently. That's interesting. I didn't even notice, but they're going for the same task: large venom sack.
It's amazing, isn't it?
And who is gonna get it first?
35 mins remain doing the same task. How often does that happen? It happens so often.
Yeah.
Do you know what? With Jen's luck with the scrolls, I think Jen's gonna get it.
Yeah, he's also in a better place pulling the spiders right now. Oh my god, someone is pulling spiders for him. This is a paid actor. Someone pulled 3 spiders to him. Just like that. Oh my goodness, he has a lot of spiders to loot. Let's see if he gets lucky. He got it. Large venom sack.
I feel so bad.
Jopsky has been robbed. Now Jopsky's gonna have to pivot. There's a chest, but there is no
No loot chest.
no mission. Yep.
Nope.
What do you
And-
call it? Like, oh, he hasn't noticed. Oh
He
no, he's
hasn't
not paying
noticed.
attention to the board.
This happens so often.
Yeah, yeah, it's hard when you're caught up in the moment and like your brain is working overtime trying to think of a plan. You kind of find solace in one task,
What I like
only
about
to find that
Jopsky,
it's been sniped.
he hasn't given up. He's still going.
He's a
And I love that.
fighter. And the question is Jenariz actually going to just flat out go for the bingo? He knows that there's probably no chance that with Jopsky being in blasted lands, he's gonna like run to Moon Don Carlos. But it's a possibility. So it's interesting to see what his play is going to be. Odds are that he's probably just gonna win by points, but I can see the temptation of going for the Don Carlos bingo line instead.
I mean, I think you won it by bingo both games, didn't you?
No, first one I was bingo, but second was forfeit.
Oh yes, but you were very close to bingo anyway, I think. So
But
by memory, but I mean I could be wrong.
yeah, I was kind of just playing the board, and the line just kind of happened to happen. You know,
Yeah, of
I
course.
didn't
And
necessarily rush for it. I just went for it.
that's the best case,
Keenan,
isn't it?
where can they see that another person has fulfilled the task?
They can.
Where can they see?
No, they can.
It's in,
They're just not
But
looking.
they can't.
No, they can.
They can in the discussion. There's a link to Bingo Sync. They both have it open.
Ah, fair point. Okay.
So they both can see. So welcome, by the way. For anyone who doesn't know, this is Zandak. Zandak's a big troll. He's a smiler. He's like the Joker. So yeah, and just to point out, Zandak, yeah, no, they both can see. They both got the board. It's live. Sometimes you do have to
Okay.
refresh it every now and then, but so he can see that. I think he's clocked. He has now clocked the board and gone, right, Jen has got that now. But it took him a couple of minutes to do so, which obviously puts him on a bit of a back foot. I mean, he's been on a back foot this whole game, unfortunately, but it's learning. It's learning for Jopsky at this moment in time, I think. I feel like game 2 is going to be very
use this
different.
first. Yeah, use this first game to find your footing, find out what works and what doesn't, and then adapt from there. Look at what tasks should be gone for immediately, and what are not so contested. Because with this bingo, you're not playing in a vacuum. You cannot pat the way that works best for you always. In this 1v1 format, you have to think about what the other person wants to do. And especially if those are easy lines, the ones that get the upper hand on those first easy bingo tasks usually have the advantage throughout the whole match.
I mean, there's no bingo available for him at this moment in time, unfortunately.
No, it's over, I think.
It's definitely over. However, again, as you mentioned there, this is finding your footing. This is making sure that next game that you come back and you have a fighting chance, because you don't know. Like next game, it might be on the opposite foot. You might be the one ahead the whole game, and if that's the case, then it's much easier. So it's very interesting to see what Jopsky does next game. Yeah, let's get him in. Let's get him in Discord, shall we?
Yep.
Yo, Jopsky.
Howdy.
Motherfucker got large venom sac before me.
Unfortunate.
We're watching, and obviously you're very, very close to it. What was your... Obviously, this game, I'm pretty sure that we know it's a little bit over at this point. However, I appreciate the fact that you're playing it out. You can forfeit, but I'd say not to if I were you, because it's always good to think about what you've done this game for next game to see like what you could have done differently. So maybe just play it out, see what happens. Knowing
course.
that when you go into game 2 that you'll have a bit of a better plan. If in fact, no, you can tell us actually because Jen's not here. Is there anything that you'd do differently between this game and next game?
I mean, I don't think I can do things quite as fast as him.
Why not? You're both Shadow
But yeah,
Priests.
probably the what I would do would be not to go and try to kill mob unarmed. And apart from that, maybe use auction. No, not use the auction house. I was, I think, unlucky with large venom sack. I killed a lot of mobs. And,
Yeah.
but no, I don't think I can do much.
Okay. So that's what if I were you right now, obviously what I'd be thinking is like, what squares did he take first? What squares did you take first? Maybe try to come up with a bit of a plan for game 2. Obviously we don't know what the events are going to be. But yeah, I mean, I can see you're on the ground at the moment and I'm probably distracting you, but yeah, good luck and keep it up, mate. Obviously, thank you so much for playing on, and I'm looking forward to seeing what adaptations you make in game 2. Boris, do you have any sort of words of wisdom?
None to add, just keep on getting the experience, because experience in this game goes a long way.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
Good luck, mate. What do you think Jen's doing right now,
Good
just
luck.
out of curiosity? Like, if you were to tell me.
I'm going to probably see him right here, right? No, I just missed it!
Look, if you would say where he is right now, like if you were to tell me, if you were to put like £100 on it or $100,
Okay,
whatever.
surely Don Carlos Rush.
Okay, you think he's going Don Carlos? That's interesting. All right. Okay, no worries. Well, good luck, mate, and stick yourself on mute.
Yeah, okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
He's still not on mute. There he is.
Yeah, I think he might be dead on with the Don Carlos rush. Just because of the fact that he didn't mark off the square, so he's tunnel visioning, I think.
Yeah.
But interesting to see that he's actually. What is he up to? What is he? Oh, he's doing the plane. Right.
Yeah, but he didn't mark the square.
Yeah, he didn't. He's gonna find out when Jopsky marks it. But that's good. I mean, honestly, that's kind of morale for Jopsky. He's letting him have it. You know, I like it. Honestly.
So,
what if Jenariz remembers to mark just before Jopsky is like at the end? What do you think?
I've been thinking about this, and I think there should be a rule where if you don't mark it within 30 seconds of doing it, 30 seconds is a long time, then you have to redo the tasks. Because what I don't want people doing is I don't want people saving a square, then ticking it, and making your opponent do it, right? So for that reason, I think I am going to add the rule of if you don't mark the square within 30 seconds of completing it, you literally have to redo the whole task.
Okay, that's interesting because of earlier you had the opinion of intentionally kind of hiding squares and
different.
then slamming them on.
That's different because if it's use an item, then you're not technically using the item, it's just in your inventory, right? So on them types of squares, that's different. If it's ride the deep run tram, for example, and you've rid it, that square is complete. Using an item is not complete. So for that, yes, I think some squares are savable, as in like the use an item, because you're not technically using the item, it's in your bag ready to use. But the items that are like go through the dark portal, if someone saved that and they had another thing in Badlands, for example, or somewhere else like Swamp Sorrows, Kiss a Macassan, Whistle at Macassan, then it's going to then create that sort of dynamic of, I'll just won't tick that because I don't want them to know that I'm going for the Macassan, right? And then that creates like cheating gameplay in my eyes. I'm not saying Jen's cheating, by the way. That's not what I'm saying whatsoever. I think he has just genuinely missed this. But I feel like saving squares that you've already completed is wrong. So therefore, adding that 30-second rule would be good. But obviously, hiding squares, that's just smart gameplay.
Yeah, it makes sense. Just have to be clear on that at every match. Jens actually typed that he forgot to mark it. Yeah, he's laughing in his own stage chat there.
Yeah. See,
But
the fact
he's making a
forgot.
beeline for the Carlos.
Yeah. So the fact that he forgot, not a problem. Obviously, these things happen. But I think I will add that rule. That is a good rule to add, I think. So I will add it.
Wouldn't saving marks also run the risk of having like square sniped?
Yeah, of course. So like
If
saving.
you're intentionally not marking them, you just run the risk of having them be sniped, unless you're absolutely sure where your opposition is.
Exactly. I mean, obviously there is that factor as well of like, I could hide my position, but if I hide my position, then they could get sniped. But I'd rather someone not. For example, if there's like 5 tasks, right, in a bingo line, and then people just don't do them, don't tick any of them, right? And all of a sudden they go tick 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 tick. It's like, nah, like, you know, that. No, I think for
that makes sense.
clarity, we need to have like a rule of, if you don't, in the real bingo game, which is played for money, by the way, they have a 5-second rule. I'm giving them 30.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Okay, makes sense. Jopsky might actually be catching the same boat. We might have another Don Carlos battle in our hands. Last time it was Kalia and
Is
Kat,
that the boat
I believe.
that Jed's on?
It's the boat. Every boat is on the same. Regardless of layers, every boat is on the same trajectory or whatever.
It's not on the same
We
layer.
tested this last time. No, but even if it's on different layers, they're always at the same spot. The boats.
Time.
Yeah, so they're actually on the same boat right now.
That's crazy.
And I think both are making their way to Don Carlos. Now it's just a matter of
that is
who's
crazy.
more efficient.
He's checking that guy out on the ram, thinking, "Is that is that Jopsky?" And he's like, "No, that's not Jopsky." And they're in the same place almost. Oh my god, I love this.
But it's interesting to see. It's interesting to see that they have actually layered apart, even though they haven't joined any groups. Sometimes the game will just do that to you. But now it's interesting to see who is more efficient at getting to the flight path. But I think actually, because Jenariz is a fan of those points, we might see him go to the lighthouse, whereas Jopsky kind of rushes to Don Carlos. Or maybe the other way around, because Jopsky needs the points. We'll see. It's going to be interesting to see. But I think Jenariz has that riding crop advantage here, though.
Oh, yeah, he's got the riding crop, hasn't he? Yeah, no, Jopsky's going to take this, I think. No, sorry, Jenariz is going to take this, I think, just because of the riding crop. And the efficiency with jumping off, and he's going to mount slightly faster as well.
But did you see the target macro? He's going to go for the gnome at the lighthouse, I think.
Jopsky?
No, what is he trying to target?
Yeah.
Private.
No, he's trying. What? Private? Is there private?
Why is he?
There's no private in captain.
No, there's no privateer. No, he's just kind of cooking. Now he realized, it's the lighthouse. Both of them are going to the lighthouse, actually, so they will know exactly where they are. Jenariz sniped light weather from Dosarakoa, and he has a levitate. So that is actually gonna be the difference maker. We'll see if Jopsky manages to immediately notice this, but I don't think he will. Jenariz is going to hug and run back. We'll see. Jopsky is going to keep making his way to the gnome, and I think this is going to seal the deal.
Yeah.
So Jopsky is now at the gnome and realized that Yep.
Yep. Okay, so he did hug. Now he's going to tick it, and he's going to go, damn.
Yep. Meanwhile, Jenariz is already at the cliffs because of that levitate. But he's struggling to get back up because, he should probably right-click this levitate off.
One more point for Jen.
And
match point.
Yep. It's going to be a flex with the bingo line and the final point at Don Carlos. I'm interested to see why is he trying to target the privateers.
That is so interesting. I find it, Warriors, I don't know why, but I find it so interesting that people can end up in the same place 43 minutes into the game at the same time doing exactly the same thing. Like,
yeah.
it just blows my mind. And now he's also going to beat him to Don Carlos, get Bingo, and also secure it, and also secure the 30 to 3. Yeah, he's not even going to Don Carlos. He's like, do you know what? Screw you, Jen.
He's experimenting, looking at different things. He might be eyeing that Barak God of Bane, trying to go for things he knows, getting some information. You know.
Yeah.
He obviously knows there's no point trying to block the Don Carlos at this point.
So we get
just gonna
both
go
on
check
mute?
out some mobs. No, not yet. I mean, let him cook a little.
Okay. Let's get
I would say
on
once Jenariz is closer. Yep. Or in the end, it's your call, obviously. I just think it's.
Hello, mate. Obviously, we're watching the hug Babs at the lighthouse. I think it just got snatched away from you. Obviously, that it's so close in this game.
How much was I late?
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
So much.
Yeah, it was really, really close, mate. Honestly, really well played. What's your plan now then? So you've gone north, I think.
I want to go to the Berlin Caverns to kill a boss.
Okay, fair enough. And good luck with that. Obviously, you're going to go for one of the bosses in Wailing Caverns, not Crash. But you also, there is kill Cookie and Crash on the board, so might as well kill him while you're there. Good luck, mate. And I'll tell you to unmute again maybe in the near future. But good luck.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's booted at the moment. Let's go for Crash. Obviously, we know that he's going to get Don Carlos right here, and it's going to be 13-0. And then I'm just going to tell them to both unmute. Really good game. One. Jen played this really well.
Yeah, I don't think I could have batted any better than what Jenariz did. I think my batting would have been inferior, actually. So very, very impressive stuff from Jenariz, bringing in the heat, the big gun straight from the rip.
Yeah. I mean, you could probably moon Don Carlos on the flight path, no?
It's possible. Bit
Bingo.
tight, but possible. Bingo.
There we go. So let's get them both off mute. Obviously, we're going to talk to Jopsky first. As always, in killing fashion, we always talk to the one that hasn't won. Just waiting for Jopsky to unmute. As soon as he unmutes, Jen, I'll talk to both of you.
Yeah, I'll set up my goal for the next one, etc.
Mr. Efficient, no problem.
Close one.
GG.
GG, both of you. Obviously, really well done. Jopsky, your first game. Big learning lesson on your first game, as always. Congratulations, Jenariz. You did take game one. Still another game to win, though. So who knows? Jopsky, obviously, we want to come to you first. So during the game, it felt like you were a little bit behind in each event. Obviously, this can happen. It even happens at professional level where they're competing for money. So really well played for yourself for keep going and not actually giving up. Obviously, I hope going into game 2 that you've made some adaptations, you've thought about it, you've sort of learned how the game works. Just sort of give us like what's going through your mind during the 3 minutes during the game itself when you can see your opponent like ticking off the squares and such things. What's going through your mind at that time as someone that's never played myself? Tell me what it's like.
You hope for your opponent's internet to disconnect, maybe power outage or something like that. But apart from that, yeah, that was my plan, to be honest, up to the first 15 minutes.
So your plan was to kill Jen's internet?
It is what it is.
it's a good plan, to be fair, mate. And Jen, as always, congratulations. You have won game 1. Obviously, going into game 2, you must be feeling pretty confident. How do you feel that game 1 went for yourself? Obviously, 13-3, you completed bingo. You also got majority on the board. Do you feel like going into game 2, it's going to be a little bit harder?
Well, we saw what happened when I played with typical. I got the first one by a landslide, then I lost 2 in a row. So I am not going into the second game like relaxed or anything.
Yeah.
But I did like have the like shakes at the start, like, oh my, what am I going to do? But I think I managed to get them after the start, especially with the lucky scroll that I got. Well, 2 scrolls actually.
Yeah.
But I noticed I made small mistakes during the way, like, I don't know if you saw me spam clicking while I was flying the scroll, because I noticed that, yeah, I can use that.
Mate, I said it first. And when you started clicking it, I was like, oh my god, he's realised. And then I was like, why is he clicking the most expensive scroll? Why is he not clicking the intellect scroll? It's worth nothing. You used the 4 gold scroll over the nothing scroll, and it really bugged me. But yeah.
And I also noticed the deep run trap when Jopsky clicked it. I was like, oh yeah.
So we've actually.
Wait, what?
So yeah, he actually rode the tram before you, but you clicked it. I've actually added a rule since then, by the way, Jen and Jopsky, by the way, just to let you both know. If you don't click a square within 30 seconds of completing it, you have to redo the square.
Oh.
Okay.
Purely because obviously I don't want people saving squares. I'm not saying you were, Jen, you actually genuinely forgot. But yeah, so which is fine. Genuinely forgetting.
Were we on the same boat actually?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Because we were on the other.
You both got to Babs at the same time, except from I'm not going to give Jen's tactics away, but Jen did something a little bit differently to you, which got him there first.
Okay.
So, come back to me, Jopsky. I'll give you 5 gold. I'll top you up so you're up to 5 gold. I need to give you 1 gold 20. 1 gold 20 in
2 minutes for 2 minutes for custom.
No problem. So we'll do a quick break. Good game. Jen, obviously 1-0 to you. Jopsky, adapt for the game 2, because game 2 is going to be intense. Good luck.
Yeah, I got this.